let's get right into it. Okay, excuse the shirt. I just got done cleaning up my house, preparing for the next work week, meal prepping my food, all that good stuff. Let's get into it, y'all. I want to answer my most frequently asked questions because y'all be asking me the same stuff about me coming to Houston. Y'all be asking me, why did I move to Houston? What else y'all ask me? Why did I move to Houston? Do I love living out here? And will I ever move back to California? So I want to try to make this like as short as possible. This like the answering the first question. Long story short, I did two HBCU tours and just fell in love with the Southern culture. I was always drawn to the Southern way of living, and I also feel like I just loved the Black history down here in the South. And yes, we have Black history in the Bay Area as well, of course. However, we do obviously know that, a lot of our history is also like really prominent down here in the South. So I just fell in love with the Black culture, the Black history, and just the Southern way of living. And so I always knew that I wanted to move to the South and raise a family in the South. I knew that this was just going to be one of those things that was just going to happen for me. And even though I went to a PW, I ended up going to a PWI, not an HBCU. I still was looking at houses in the South because my plan was, okay, finish my degree at this PWI and then move to the South right after. I never intended on going back to California. I ended up going back to California, but that wasn't the initial plan. The plan was to finish my degree and then move to the South. And so I would look at houses in Houston. I would look at houses, and really because Houston is just a big city, I was looking at the main cities. Like I was looking at Houston, Austin, Dallas. I would look into different places in Alabama. I would look into North Carolina, Louisiana. I want to say I did Washington. I looked into Washington D.C. as well. So I just was looking into Southern and East Coast states, just because, again, I loved the Southern culture, and I was like, yes, this is all for me. Now, I chose Houston specifically because I was just drawn to Houston. Like honestly, just from looking at houses on Zillow, just from like watching like YouTube videos of Houston, I just was drawn to Houston. And then like the more I learned about Houston, the more I was like, yes, like Houston is it. Because for me, I'm someone who will own a business one day. I am someone who, just as like I have a lot of big goals that I want to accomplish. And I just felt like Houston was going to be the perfect place for me to accomplish those goals. Like everything that I want to do, and even certain things that I have already done, I will say that my environment contributed to that. And I got that from my dad. Like my dad is the one who like really just instilled in me that your environment plays a role in your success, and it's important to be around people who are doing what you aspire to do, and just putting yourself in just new places and new spaces and around new people and networking and stuff like that. So I take that with me now as an adult, and it has been a major life hack. Major life hack. And so yeah, I chose a Black suburban area in Houston, and I love it. Like if my dad was living today, I know that he would absolutely love being down here because it's so beautiful. It's us. And I get to see everything. Like I get to see Black homeowners. I get to see, a lot of Black college graduates, Black business owners, just everything Black. And I love that. Like I love that because you have to see it sometimes to know that it's possible for you. And yes, my father was a homeowner and he was a business owner. However, he was like amongst just a few people in my family that actually owned his house, and like he didn't keep his house. He owned three homes, and when he passed away we didn't have any of those houses. So just the overall idea of like building wealth and just being in a space where like family and community matters, that is what Houston is for me. And I just felt like the Bay Area just had nothing left to offer me because I lived in the Bay Area my entire life. Well, I lived in Phoenix for a year, but other than that, I was in the Bay Area my entire life. I've lived in almost city or went to a school in almost every city in the Bay Area. So I felt like the Bay Area had nothing left to offer me. And again, I'm very much pro black. So it was just very important for me to be around my people that were thriving and not just surviving. And I felt like I was just always in the space of like just surviving in the Bay Area. And so Houston is just a place for me where it's like I'm seeing us thrive and not just survive. So that is why I chose Houston. I wanted being around Black people to be my normalcy and normalcy for my son and my future kids. And yes, I do love it here. There's so much to do out here. There's so many different activities. I have not even scratched the surface of all there is to do out here. I really have not done a lot out here. I've met people that are from here that they don't even know that certain things like exist because that's how big Houston is. That's how much there is to do throughout the year round, throughout the week, like every single day. There's always something to do. There's always something going on. And I love that. Like, I love that I have the option to find something to do on a Wednesday or find something to do on a Monday. Like, there's just always something fun to do. So I love it out here. No, I don't think that I would ever move back to the Bay Area specifically. However, I think that I would, if I ever did move back to California, it would be probably Southern California, just because that is a part of California that I have not like explored yet. I've been to LA a few times, but other than that, like I have not really explored all of California. So that is probably what I would, that's probably where I would go. I would only go back to the Bay if I really, really, really had to. If it was extremely necessary for me to do so, like for family things going on and stuff like that, then I would. But other than that, SoCal or Houston is where it's at for me. So I hope this answered y'all's questions. If y'all have any more questions about my process of moving down here, my journey, all of that, if y'all have any questions about like how did I find where I wanted to live down here, like the city. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. I got gnats. I got fruit flies that I'm trying to get rid of. Anywho, so if y'all have any questions about like choosing like my specific area, like my specific city in Houston, or like I said, my area in Houston, or if y'all have any questions about just like my journey overall, just anything regarding moving down here, the resources that they have down here. If y'all have any type of questions, put them in the comments below, and then I will make another video answering y'all's questions. So I hope y'all have a great day. Clean that house up, get the kids to bed on time, meal prep your food, get your life right. Okay? Bye.